Alright, so I have a 1996 F350 crew cab here. I'm on the driver's side rear door. I had a condition where this button was seized up. This button was seized up flush, like that. The lock was seized, and I could not open it from either the outside or the inside. Just to be upfront, how I figured out what was wrong was this plastic collar here that keeps this op rod straight through this bracket, which goes on like this. That plastic sheath or collar or whatever got stuck under the fulcrum of this hinge here and pinned this together just like this. Couldn't move in or out at all. And how I discovered that is I tried soaking the mechanism in PB Blaster. I tried soaking that in PB Blaster. I tried using the trick where you can tap the lock mechanism down with a big tool. I went through the windowsill here. The door was completely shut, couldn't get it open, so people tell you to take your sheet out and all sorts of other things. What I wound up using was this. I could snake it between the seat and the door, and then I can activate the screws like that. And that's how I got all three of the bottom screws out. The top screw right there, it's straight up. It came out no problem. So, unlike the common problem where it is the lock module down there in the corner of the door, mine was actually this white grommet slash support slash collar or whatever on my exterior latch. I tried to get it out. That nut there, which started spinning in the handle. That's why that nut is actually, or that stud's still there. And here I could not reach. I tried and tried and tried, and I could not reach around the rubber guide for the window. Simply just couldn't get, even with the window up, there's a metal brace behind that rubber. I couldn't get my hand around it. You might have small enough hands or a particular arrangement of tools to actually be able to get around that. And if you can, that is how I would have done it had I actually had the circumstances allow that. I would have used those nuts to just back out the handle, and then the handle would have came out. Then I could have undid the op rod from here through this hole, because they're shaped in such a way where they hook in and then they can stay with that plastic keeper. I would have removed this by taking those nuts off, and then I could have just unhooked it from here, and then I could have got a new latch, because this was seized beyond repair. Like, it was, this collar was so almost corkscrewed into this, I couldn't get it. So, in summary, another tool that helped me was, before I do that, another tool that helped me, aside from the ratchet with the PH2 socket on it, was I have a AAA battery powered flashlight about yay long. It has a flexible head. So I could stick it here with a magnet, bend the head around the corner, and then shine the light up this way, so it was a hands-free light. Briefly, in summary, I had a condition of my rear driver door where I could not open it from the inside or outside. It was completely locked shut. Unseized the lock, unseized the inside, found out that it was the exterior latch that was damaged and wouldn't open. And I myself could not get the latch off without prying it off. You might be able to. So if you can prevent this, if you have the tools or better technique or better hands or something, and what I'll have to do is I'll just have to deal with the consequences and tape over it or take it to a body shop or throw a new door on it. But hopefully, now that you know that you can actually get up in there, and they're 10 mil bolts, like I said, or nuts rather. You can see the last one there behind the glare a little bit. If you can reach up in there and reach those 10 mil nuts, you'll be able to get the exterior handle off no problem. And then if you have a similar issue where this bushing or whatever is stuck under this activation hinge here, or this little pivot, if you have that same problem and you can reach those nuts, you will not have to do what I had to do.